Warning, you are about to experience the Do Not Listen show. As the name suggests, you probably shouldn't. It contains three idiots discussing nerdy topics and utter nonsense. We are not the news, nor anyone important. Please be advised, ignoring this warning may result in uncontrollable laughter, severe eye rolling, and questioning your own life choices. Listen at your own risk.
Send buttons up.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you project a little bit. So.
I got it.
All right.
I'm just going to project all my demons onto Corey anyways.
Oh, no.
Everything's his fault always.
Well, welcome everyone, all the listeners, to the Do Not Listen show. I'm Colton, along with my friends Corey and Kaylin.
Hey!
If you didn't listen to the warning at the very beginning, please make sure that you do not take it serious at all because we're idiots. So so how we doing?
We're doing wonderful.
Great. Now that I'm stuffed full of pizza.
You're welcome, by the way. That free pizza.
If only you had ordered it like I told you to order it.
5-finger discount pizza he got. Oh, apparently it was $9.99 or $11.99 is what you said?
Free 99 for me, buddy.
And then $47 later, we each get 2 large pizzas.
There's not a single piece left.
Is inflation allowed in here? Oh no.
Yeah, it's it was good. I haven't had Johnny's in like forever, so I was like, that was really good.
It was greasy too. Oh.
It was great.
Yeah, but one thing I'm a little concerned with is like you had honey on your pizza along with pineapple, and that was
disgusting. That I think that should be a federal offense. I think you should be put on death row for that.
Okay. For
I'm
all the
definitely
listeners, some of us in this room are truly Southern and have actual taste buds, but then some of us wear bingo shirts, not Bluey, because I was already corrected once today. Bingo shirts, and mayonnaise is spicy.
Yeah, but
I love mayonnaise.
What's wrong with that?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I mean
he doesn't have any real taste buds. You over here put too much mayonnaise on the sandwich, and he's over here like a little bit too spicy.
Kaylin ate a party pack from Wendy's and pooped himself.
We ate a party pack from Wendy's. So I picked him up. I was like, hey, buddy, let's go eat. We go to Wendy's. We saw that party pack on there.
Even came in a special box.
What was it? Like 4 orders of
2 chicken
nuggets,
sandwiches,
4 fries,
2 cheeseburgers, 16 nuggets, 4 small fries, and 4 cookies.
I will never make that mistake again.
That's because you pooped yourself.
It's almost as bad as him convincing me to go to Golden Corral, and I caved.
Over Texas Roadhouse. It was either Texas Roadhouse or Golden Corral, and this man chose Golden Corral.
That's great. Also, is something playing?
So the Air Force Base plays taps at 9:00 every night. So it's now.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. It is.
Wait, hold on.
2100 right now, and you can hear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I wonder if the mics can hear it.
I don't think that the mics are going to pick it up. But holy, I thought I was going crazy. I was like,
they play music at 7, 5, and 9 every single day.
Why?
At 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock in the morning, they play the national anthem. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they call it the national anthem, and then
like
no. At 7 o'clock in the morning, it's the
their little morning thing. Yeah. At 5, they do the national anthem, and if you've never been on base at 5. Everything stops. Traffic stops. Grocery shopping stops. Everyone on the entire base stops and puts their hand over their heart, and they do the national anthem. Everything stops. If you're driving, you stop.
And without
It's
getting
crazy.
too political, it's actually pretty beautiful.
I'm talking about the whole base stops. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Everything just.
And for the folks that like live on base, like you don't have to leave base unless you want to leave base. They got movie theater, they got grocery stores, they got
Parks,
shoe
paintball
stores,
fields,
They have,
bowling alleys, movie theaters,
they got a game store where you can get like a PlayStation 5 or something if you want it.
and shopping on base is tax free. You do not get charged taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So if something's $2, it's really $2.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit more blown away that they play music at 7, 5, and 9.
I actually did not know this, and I've lived next to base for 3 years now. I thought that people were actually out there with a bugle horn and trumpets and stuff
No,
like
they
that.
are. They're really out there.
No, I think the 7 o'clock in the morning one.
I want to give a shout out to the Barksdale musicians that play music every day at 7, 5, and 9.
it's all automated. It doesn't just hit a button.
It's a little mariachi band.
Dude, that would be so funny if the bases actually had a mariachi band.
I think they had a Mexican restaurant on base.
They have everything on base.
I believe they do.
I'm super
I could
for
be wrong though.
mariachi bands in the American military. That's it. I like that.
But if y'all haven't already caught on, this is just a show about us yapping about nonsense.
Yeah.
So if you're ready, we're ready.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna say what the show is about. I was just gonna talk.
Oh well, I just figured
Whatever.
I'd just throw that little bit of a descriptory information out. Is descriptory a word?
Dang, son, where'd you find this?
Dang, son. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why the tagline in the front says "Don't take the show serious," and we're just 3 idiots on mic.
And we're all good at yapping and just going on about pineapple pizza and my love for it and why it's superior to other pizzas. But unfortunately, somehow it's more without taste buds and doesn't like pineapples on anything.
I mean,
Also, honey on pizza, if you just drizzle a little bit on it.
no,
I'd rather eat pickled beaver tail.
that's not happening. So
Okay, but can we talk about the people that eat ranch pickle pizza? Those
Those people should be put down.
Those people
Should be put down.
They need an island for them to all fight for first place.
I didn't know that was a thing, and I kind of
there was
that I know about it.
Do you remember that pizza buffet place that was open for?
It's
what was it, like
you know how
maybe
there's
a
been
year?
30 restaurants at the old Chef Lee's.
No,
On the corner of what is that? East
70th
70th and Uri Drive right there.
you're talking about by Shreve.
Yeah.
right there by Shreve.
Yeah, you know the school that I went to high school at.
Yes.
So
I
that
forgot about
restaurant on
that.
the corner has been
Yeah.
like 20 different things. It was a pizza buffet at one point in
Yeah.
time.
Called Larry's Pizza, home
Larry's.
of the Pizza Paradise, Pizza Parade.
And we went there one day and like everything was good. Everything was great. You go up and grab a couple pieces of pizza, come back. Great. Wonderful. It was like honestly a better CC's in that little time period. And then these people come up to the table like, hey, we've got some new pizzas. We want to try some new pizza recipes. And we're like, all right, I'm game. They brought out one pizza. It was something. I don't remember
It was
what.
baked potato pizza.
It wasn't bad.
It had chives, bacon, cheese, sour cream, and chunks of potato on it, and it was great.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Fat kid's dream. And then about 10 minutes later, whenever we're like, I don't know, I guess we're just yapping about something or maybe ready to go. I don't know. But anyways, they bring out a pizza that had like a thick layer of ranch. I don't even know if there was cheese on. I don't even remember if there was crust on it, but there was like a thick layer of ranch. And then some pickles. Did we even try it?
No, absolutely not.
I think it mortified me just looking at it. I was just like, nope. I'm judging this book by its cover every time, all time, always. No, absolutely not. HE double hockey stick. No.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think pizza buffets are the worst thing on this planet.
Okay, I will take a CC's pizza over Golden Corral. any
CC's
day.
Pizza is hands down one of the best buffets ever.
Any health conditions I
Hey.
have to this day are from that one night at Golden Corral 3 weeks ago.
Shout out CC's.
So let me broaden out a little bit. I think all buffets are horrible. I think they're the worst thing on this planet.
Okay, Johnny's Pizza has a buffet. You get there about noon.
Yeah.
Yeah, from 11 to 1 they're open.
Yeah.
every day.
But they're not like a buffet. You know what I mean?
What
Like
do you
that's
mean? They got a
lot.
whole like 2 or 3 tables with just pizza.
But it's
and a
not
salad
like
bar.
it's not like it's not.
Are you saying
labeled a
there's
buffet.
like tiers to buffets now?
Yeah. Yeah, like 1,000%. Like if you go to Hawaii and go to and get a lunch or a breakfast buffet, that's way different than.
You must have never went to Denny's. What is up, Denny's?
I've been to Denny's. That's what we had.
Or maybe
in
it was
Arizona.
Shoney's. Which one has the buffet?
I don't know what Shoney's is.
Wetzel's
Okay, it was
Pretzels.
Shoney's. Shoney's had a breakfast buffet, and they had one of their buffet tables. That was literally just pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes, blueberry pancakes, whatever. You think about it, they had all the pancakes, bussin'. I don't remember everything else because I'm 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, whatever. But they had a pancake buffet.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever really enjoyed buffets in general.
You almost said that like it was 2 syllables. Buffet.
Well, some people pronounce it buffet. You want to go down to the buffet?
What language are you speaking?
You ever heard that old song by Rhett and Link called Buffets?
Who is Rhett and Link?
Do you know Rhett and Link, Good Mythical Morning?
Yeah.
It went like this. I enjoy buffets. I would even say love buffets because it's a very reasonable way to eat out.
All right.
Well, who is
Rhett and Link?
You don't wait, but for real. Do you know who they are?
Rhett and Link? I've never heard of Rhett and Link.
You never heard of Rhett and Link before?
I don't think
Dude,
so.
they used to make old songs. They've got a podcast now.
They're the OGs of YouTube.
Yeah,
like when you talk about OGs, they're OGs.
Whenever you talk about OGs, I'm thinking, hey, it's Fred.
Yeah, they were
older
around.
than that.
No,
really?
They were around before.
They've been doing this for a long time.
Fred was like one of the
They went from
YouTubers
YouTube
I ever
skits
saw.
to having a team of people that work for them.
Yeah, they went.
All they do is make
And
content.
they're still doing things?
Yes.
Yeah, till this day.
They are loaded.
I mean, not to
They're
get too
very
much
successful
into YouTube, but they actually bought Smosh whenever that whole deal.
Smosh. I remember the name, but I honestly don't know what that is either.
Yeah, so
that's what they do for a living. That's how they take care of their families.
Well, also,
they
y'all
only
are
make
much
content.
more caught up with pop culture than I am.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes to pop culture, if it wasn't 80s, 90s popular things back then, things that I dove headfirst into as a kid who just got showed AC/DC and stuff, then I probably don't know it.
I watched the proverbial sunrise.
Going up above the Pacific.
Yeah.
How does the words for that song go?
I don't think I'm losing my mind, but I will shy away from the specifics because I just want you to know.
There it is. Who I am. There
Yep.
it is. What is that? Who sings that?
Well,
I haven't heard that song in 15 years.
Well, everyone on copyright strike, so
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll write it off at the end of the year. On our taxes.
Yeah.
We're off to
No
a bad
biggie.
start. Oh, strike one.
Yeah. Our
We're not going to
video
talk about the
gets-
not Yeti tumbler I'm drinking out of right now.
Hey,
Shout out to Yeti.
just
They
gotta.
make good cups. Not
Yeah.
even a Yeti. This is the Walmart combo wombo we're talking over here. Wombo combo.
I just got one the other day over at Kroger, and I was like, man, this thing rules. And then I drop it once, and it broke altogether. I'm like, this is supposed to be pure metal, and it just
Like
broke.
just a regular tumbler or like a Yeti?
Yeah, it's the one that I have in the kitchen, that big white one. I dropped it
That
once.
big gallon thing is busted?
Yeah, I was so pissed.
They got these like the gallon jug with the little sippy thing on top, like the old Gatorade bottles that you can pop open and push it down. I got one of those because I was like, oh, this is perfect for the gym. I can, keep up with how much water I'm drinking, whatever, and I can close it off and I ain't gonna worry about nothing. First time I ever used it, take it to the gym, accidentally drop it.
Yeah, that would piss me off. Like I was
very mad. I threw it even though it was already, water everywhere.
I've been pissed off for 4 days straight, and I'm just like, how did my mug break after one drop? This is insane. But whatever.
Well, the good thing is like you at least got to see how much water it can hold and how much of a disaster that water will make whenever you bust it.
Yeah, but it's just like
You were mad over that cup for 4 days?
I've been pissed off. I'm not gonna fake. I've been so pissed off about it. So
Oh no.
yeah. But
Aren't you glad to get that off your chest?
what? That my mug
Anger
is
towards your cup.
no, because it's still broken. It didn't fix anything.
I was hoping this could be like therapeutic for you.
No. No, I hold that anger in real well. So
Well, I mean, there's a nice wall behind you if you need to go full Kyle mode. Shout out to all the Kyles out there. We know them walls didn't see it coming. Got a monster in the fridge.
Shout out my boy Gojo. The goat.
Well, actually, that kind of brings us into like the first thing I wanted to talk about is that.
Hey, spoiler warning.
Not spoiler. You suck if you're not keeping up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I was gonna say. If it already
Kaylin's
happened,
mind's about to get blown. Shout out, hey everybody! There will be spoilers.
yeah,
If you're not caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen,
tough.
skip forward 45 minutes.
45. Yeah, probably the whole thing.
Yeah, just cut it off.
just come back tomorrow or the next
You
day.
come back tomorrow.
Try again next time.
Yeah, try again next time. Try, like we said, do not listen.
But actually, I wanted to get more of your guys' take on it. On the My Hero Academia ending. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm a huge hater. I hate that show. But I was more interested in seeing how you guys actually enjoyed the ending to that show.
Is it growing on you by any chance, by the way?
What?
My Hero?
Absolutely. I hate that show.
Fun fact: I actually am not caught up on My Hero.
Really?
I've only watched
We
the
haven't
anime.
watched the last episode, did we? Because me and you watched the previous episode together, and we haven't watched the newest one.
Oh, I meant
I
the
watched the newest
show's
one.
over. Like the manga's over.
Yeah, the manga ended.
manga's over.
Yeah, 'cause
I know how it ends just because, we have this thing called the internet that loves to ruin things for everybody.
Well, I mean, sucks to suck, but
It is what it is. I
Yeah,
kind of did it to myself. I do it to myself with a lot of shows.
yeah. So if you
Books,
guys aren't
etc.
caught up with that, I mean, I was going to talk about it because I'm a little, like it kind of, I mean, it ended the way I thought it was going to end, but it totally sucked. So I was wondering if, like, as fans, if it actually matched up to what you thought it was going to be. But
From what I have seen of the ending, because I'm not completely 100, like I read like a little bit of like how it ended, but not like really dove into it. Like sat down and like was like, oh crap, I got to know what happens now. But from what I've seen is, I mean, some characters, maybe even the main character by chance probably had a, not so happiest of turnouts from the events. But I mean, he did what he needed to do, saved the day,
Are you talking about
essentially.
Deku?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what pissed me off the most out of anyone was because, like, I'm confused on how it ended because it's so open-ended by the way that the writer wrote the thing. It was like, you don't have powers, but you still feel the embers of the powers. So it's like, do you still have powers or what? Like,
I think it's maybe he feels the like that serotonin or whatever, like the feel good things about what the power gave him.
I don't like if you heard that, right? Like if you read that and you heard, like,
Do you know how it ends? This might be spoilers for you.
oh, it will be. Like I said, I haven't.
So
My Hero is one of those shows that I only watch the anime because I would definitely put My Hero in the is one of the new big three.
no, get it out,
JJK, My Hero,
burn it,
Demon Slayer,
burn it,
100%.
And I hate Demon Slayer too, but I would.
Demon Slayer is
Kimetsu no
phenomenal.
Yaiba.
I hate Demon Slayer.
Jujutsu
Oh my
Kaisen
God.
though
Yeah.
is number one,
I love.
I feel
Jujutsu
like we
Kaisen.
don't really
and
have
it's in my
a-
top. I would say my top 5 greatest of all time already.
I feel like we don't really have an official big three though.
My
For the
Hero,
new generation though.
Demon Slayer, JJK.
I'm going off their runtime.
I feel like
I'm going
because
specifically off runtime.
I know this is going to be super
They
controversial.
have started trends and just made waves in the anime world.
They have, but if you
'Cause
look at like the original
Attack on Titan was garbage. Absolute
it wasn't
dog
bad.
water.
It wasn't bad. It was.
It was a dumpster fire.
It's new school Gundam.
If I would rather go outside and lick cactuses than watch Attack on Titan.
Yeah, Attack on Titan wasn't good.
You ever actually had cactus thorns in your mouth?
Have you ever had cactus?
Like eating
Like
it,
eating
like
the
grilled
cactus?
cactus.
Cactus.
No,
It's really good.
but I've had cactus thorns in my mouth.
Very
whenever
nutritious.
I fell on a cactus bush as a kid.
Oh.
Whenever I was running up and down the neighborhood, siphoning gas and other hood rat activities, and I fell into a cactus. Are they considered bushes?
No, they're cactuses.
Whatever,
They're
a cactus. This lady that always called the cops neighbor had this big cactus in her yard, and I fell right into it.
So
I had the little cactus thorns in my mouth and everything. It was terrible for like 2 weeks.
So would you be interested in eating like cactus fruit?
Cactus fruit?
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
I don't know. It tastes like cactus fruit.
I mean, I'm
Like
I
it's really
pretty
good.
much eat anything. I mean, so there's. I mean, I'm not
He
like.
does eat pineapple and honey on pizza, so
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
You know,
there's that.
So okay.
do
So
you have cactus fruit at home right now?
Well, no, I don't because it's not a typical thing you have unless you live in the desert. But
Well, I mean, I know your family's from Arizona, so I mean, why would y'all not just have a couple of little Arizona heritage foods at home? Just for why not? Let's have some cactus tonight. Throw it on the side of a little steak,
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I think you should try it. I think it would be funny to record you eating that and getting a reaction.
Dude, we should do the one
I'm
chip
down.
challenge on here.
Which one?
The one chip challenge.
Is
Yeah.
that like big freaking box that has the one potato chip in it?
Yeah, the really.
Why do
long
they put a big box for one potato chip? I've never understood that. Like, why not just have like a Wonder Ball sized container with the chip in it? Because that's about all you need.
I think they do that now. I think they
Yeah.
just do little boxes.
I know they stopped
I am
selling it.
so far behind the times; it is unreal.
Yeah,
Yep.
honestly, the more that we're talking,
what did you call them?
A one chip challenge?
No, the people you were talking about earlier.
Rhett and Link.
I said Kitten Link. What in the world? Rhett and Link. I need to
Rhett.
write that down somewhere.
They have a very, very entertaining podcast.
Okay, hang
Like,
on.
I mean,
let me type
honestly-
this in somewhere so I don't forget.
like Corey, honestly, the more that I'm talking to him, I'm realizing like I'm talking to somebody from like 10 years ago that never caught up.
A child.
And it's
You're
How do you
talking to
spell
a
Rhett?
child.
Rhett.
RHETT.
I don't know how we got back to Rhett and Link.
Oh, it's
off of-
Rhett and Link.
Rhett and Link.
It's
the name of the people. One's name was
I
Rhett,
thought you
one is
said.
Link.
I thought you said Retton, like
no,
RHETTON. I guess
no,
how you spell it. Link.
Rhett and Link.
Okay.
Shout out Rhett and
Two
Link.
guys, yeah.
Free publicity.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh
But,
my goodness.
Yeah, so I mean, if you guys aren't caught up to the ending, I would definitely say for someone that was kind of in and out and not really a fan of it, I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of like, I mean, it was just a typical anime ending, and I wasn't for it. So
It's a slap in the face to some characters.
You want to talk about bad endings? Tokyo Revengers.
I never even got into it.
It's okay.
Don't.
I will spoil it right now.
It's horrific.
Okay.
Think Walking Dead, but in the last episode, Rick walks up and it was all a dream. That is Tokyo Revengers. That is exactly what happens.
I mean, that makes sense because it sucks.
It's garbage.
So.
It's horrific.
You mean to tell me that Takamichi lived his whole life as a crybaby, whiny tit who couldn't
Worst
do anything?
anime MC of all time.
Well,
Takamichi.
I mean, I don't know why that's more of a common trope that's happening because that's how Black Clover started with like the super annoying, like,
It took a while for Asta to grow on me.
yeah. Also, I mean, because I really do like Black Clover out of
I love it.
a lot of the
I love it
animes.
so much.
But like,
Deku is a whiny baby too.
yeah, I couldn't get over that.
Asta's
I couldn't-
not a crybaby though.
But
Tanjiro
if you
can be a crybaby,
if you want,
but he beats butt.
He's not really a crybaby. He cries with them.
no, Asta is.
He finds out their backstory and he's like, "Oh, I can't believe I got to put you down like the family dog."
And then he goes dumb.
And then he goes,
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
mean,
"Got to do what I got to do."
yeah, but I mean, I don't know why that trope is more common now. I think it's annoying, but
Yeah, old anime MCs used to be men. We're talking about Yusuke Urameshi,
well,
Spike Seagull.
I was gonna say one of the MCs that I actually enjoy currently is Yuji from JJK.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
he pulls up and he wants all the smoke all the time.
I mean, I'm now realizing in
He's
real
got
time
hands.
that you guys don't read manga, so
I've
lot
read
of
a
this-
couple, but I just can't sit down and read them all and like read it to the end.
dog. When I know
Like I tried Chainsaw Man and it bored me to tears.
love Chainsaw Man.
I've read a little bit of JJK and I mean, I like the anime so much that I don't want it.
I'm
spoiled.
farther in the manga than the anime is currently, but I haven't sat down and finished it. But I do know a lot of what happens.
Actually, I read Promised Neverland while it was coming out,
Okay.
and then the anime ruined it. The anime was
Yeah.
lowest of the low worst animes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have fit like 40 episodes into the last 2 minutes of that last episode. Potentially. It started off so good too. Gosh, it started off so good.
Yeah.
You and me were both talking about it. You were like, dude, Promised Neverland, solid.
Season 1, great. Season 2, Dog water.
Two thumbs down.
Sound. Put a sound
Don't
right there on
even
that one.
watch it.
Boo.
I think all of my favorite anime are like 20 episodes long, and that one was a 20 episode anime, and it just did not.
You want to talk about short anime that'll leave an impact?
3, 2, 1, go.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Dang it! I thought we were gonna talk Tokyo Ghoul.
Horrible. First season great. Second season
That's what I was
awful.
gonna talk about.
I'm
Tokyo
talking about an anime that is short but perfect. Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
How many episodes is Cyberpunk? Like 12 episodes?
It's not long.
10.
Yeah, it's not long at all.
10, I believe.
Well, it doesn't fit the 20 episode bill. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say Akame ga Kill was all right.
Not bad.
Until the end. After the ending, I was like, "What's happening?" Like I felt like I was on something watching the last 4 or 5 episodes because it's like a clear line of like, we got to rush this story to finish the 12. So we're not going to explain 2 deaths. Someone randomly dies. This person's here, and now we're at the ending.
Akame ga Kill had like, what was the squad again? How many people was it in the squad?
It was like
8, 9, 10, 12 of them.
Yeah.
One of them had like a suit of armor and it made him like super powerful or something. And then one girl had like half of a scissor blade.
Yeah, she had the scissors that cut anything. And then
was it scissors or was it like half scissors, like one scissor?
I thought it was scissors because it cut through everything.
It's literally been like 12 years since I watched that. I don't remember.
Then there was a girl with the gun. There was a girl with the claws. The captain. Who else?
I'm trying to remember how the main character even got roped into it. Like, did he just like fall into it?
Well, the way that they opened up the anime was he was on a journey from a small village to make it in the big city. And then
as they always are.
Yeah. And then somehow got wrapped into he got somehow ran into the girl that was like a cat or something like that one with the claws. And somehow ended up in it, and then they brought him back to the hideout, and then yada yada yada. And then they're like, yeah, the king is evil, and
the she king.
No, they remember the king
winner,
was a kid.
the winner lady.
No, because the kid was the king. He was the one that had the giant armor.
All I remember is like the like main bad guy was like a winter woman.
Yeah, well,
and she like loved the main character,
Yeah.
and he was like,
yeah,
yeah, I'll take care of you, baby, no problem.
It was, yeah, I don't know.
And then it killed her.
I hated it.
And they all died.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace to a real one.
But going back to it, yeah. So and funny enough, Corey, you found out that it's funny that the manga is ending and like was supposed to end by the end of September, and then you just said that they're going on a hiatus. So I'm like, so there was
JJK?
4, yeah.
Mhm.
There's 4 chapters left. It was supposed to end in 3 weeks, and now we're going on a hiatus to I don't know what. So
speaking of hiatus, is Black Clover's manga? Did they ever finish the manga? Or because I think it went on a couple breaks as well.
Yeah, but
Because that's why the anime itself ended. Because it caught up.
well, the difference is that the series of JJK is over. Like it's over.
Yeah.
Black Clover still has a whole arc. It's in its final arc. So yeah. So JJK is like literally the final fight just ended like a chapter ago with Sukuna. So that's why I was like, yeah, Yuji is a badass. Like,
I mean, there's only, I think, 1 season left of the anime. I think they're going to wrap it all up.
for what?
The whole show.
Oh my.
What show?
JJK. I think they're ending it with I think they're putting everything into the Colon Games arc and ending it at the end of that.
Well, the Colon Games arc is the end of that arc, and then it goes into Sukuna. Sukuna is part of the Colon Games.
1 more season.
So
All I know is Demon Slayer's only got 1 more season as well. Maybe.
No, they got 3 movies left.
yeah, they have. Don't they have half of the series?
It's not going to be a season at all. It's just
It's
3 movies.
just 3 movies.
I thought it was.
Oh no.
The Infinity Castle arc will be split into 3 movies. It'll be Infinity Castle Part 1, the second part of Infinity Castle, and then the third one will be
I thought it was
the Sunset arc or whatever it's called.
I thought it was the training.
Training's
So
over.
The training arc's
Training's
already
over.
over.
So they're going straight to the.
In the anime, they just entered the final fight. They're all in the Infinity Castle and they're about to fight Muzan and the the rest of the upper moons.
Yeah, this whole last season was the Hashira training arc where each of the main characters trains.
And I will say,
and it ends with them falling into
that last episode, that hour-long episode was phenomenal. I've watched it 3 times.
I think
the
I watched
animation,
it 2 or 3 times as well.
When Guillaume comes out, masterpiece.
I told you should have got that Funko. I don't care how much it was.
$26 is
probably
steep.
gone forever now.
Steep. No, there's like 6 of them.
Ooh, where was it at?
Second and Charles.
I might be making a trip. They
had a bunch of good anime Funkos.
Honestly, I almost have all 3 of the Demon Slayer ones. I got Inosuke, Zenitsu, Oni's Tanjiro. Right? There is a Zenitsu in there, isn't there?
No. You've got Tanjiro and
Oh, maybe I don't have Zenitsu. I'm stupid.
Well,
you need to get Kokushibo.
Well, okay, so I want to get some final thoughts on the ending of the Sukuna fight because I'm really, really interested in how they made Yuji look insanely useless at the beginning of the actual Sukuna fight. And now at the end of it, how insanely powerful he is absolutely a masterpiece in itself. But
y'all can talk about it, but I'm so far out of the loop with Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. I do know that Yuji gets more power.
Yeah, well,
Chozo taught him blood manipulation, didn't he?
So this is
his brother.
It kind of is, but you actually don't.
And it is his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't actually see him use it again after Chozo dies. But what was actually really interesting is, and this is where I know that a lot of people with the JJK kind of have hate towards the show, is that it gets so out of the ordinary that the narrator has to explain what's going on for you to actually understand what's happening. But I really thought that this final arc with Sukuna is probably one of the greatest, longest, I mean, because it's 40 chapters. So it's 40 chapters of one fight. And I think that the battle IQ that they baked into everything was absolutely phenomenal. I think Sukuna definitely tops a lot of villains.
Dude, Sukuna's his fight with Maharaga was insane.
Which one was Maharaga? Was that the demon?
He was the one that
he was the summon.
Megumi summons.
Yeah.
When he said roses are red.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Weapons against me won't prosper.
Well, no, if you thought that was crazy, the one with Gojo is insane.
Yeah, I heard that when they animate that, it's going to break the internet.
It's absolutely insane.
Broken in like 3 times.
And it hasn't even been animated yet.
Well, and the other one also is just seeing everyone from the class actually fight. And one of the things that I actually thought was really, really interesting, and I've never seen another show do it, is being able to give all of the side characters their 5 minutes, or, really, I mean, in the fight, it's like a minute of shine. Because they were pulling characters that were just like only in the show for like 2 chapters, and they were there in the final fight.
Shout out my boy Yuta.
Shout out my boy Magna Black Clover. He about to go hard.
Okay, different show, but
I know. I'm just saying. You mentioned that you don't ever see them drag out old characters and give them up to shine. Black Clover is about to do that.
Well, it's not that the way that they did it was interesting because of the fact that it's you're dealing with like 30 characters all in one fight. It's 30v1. That's what was crazy about the Sukuna fight, is that it's a whole gang of people versus Sukuna.
They got that gang squad.
And he's mowing them down.
They're ganking middle lane.
Like nothing. Like he's just like nothing. It's cool. Like who gets the Sukuna pass is like really, really cool. Of like, you're worthy of being a sorcerer, and then you're dead. And then it's like, you're worthy.
Just like when he fought
so Sukuna's just steadily handing out props to each of them while throwing hands.
If you can, like,
if you get props from Sukuna, you die.
Like Maki was probably one of my favorite ones that kind of came about because it was like she was the next Toji and was matching the levels, and just the way that Sukuna was like, yeah, you're worthy, man. Like you're
All right, I got something for
you're
you.
powerful, and then just like pop.
So Might Guy versus Madara.
Yeah.
You are the strongest.
This is when he fought Jogo, the guy with the volcano head,
Yeah,
and he said, "Stand tall. You did good."
yeah. It was it was phenomenal. I'm really interested to see if the anime and the show and just the manga in general all kind of end the way that it kind of is leading up to. So I think that part of it is going to be really interesting because they're not letting on of how it's going to go. Because there was 3 ways it was going to end. It was everyone's going to die and Yuji's going to watch them, or Yuji dies and saves everyone, or is there an actual happy ending where he survives? But
Sukuna decides he's going to be a good guy.
Yeah, no.
We all thought he was going to be the next Kurama in the beginning. Oh yeah, he's going to friend him.
No, he is.
No, he
a
is
horrible
not.
person.
He is not.
Even at the end of it, it's crazy. He just
Shout out
is
the
like,
King of Curses.
I hate you. I hope you die. I want to kill everyone in front of you and hope and make you watch. I mean, it was like wild. I was like, bro,
Shibuya arc after he wiped Shibuya off the map, and he said,
yeah, this guy
he
was
could have
him.
stayed in control of Yuji's body, but instead he said, "You know what? I'm gonna swap back out with you because I want you to see this." And he swapped back out with them. And
I mean, he's such a sinister character that I just have to give it to him.
top 10 greatest villains of all
mean,
time.
Yeah, Gege. He did that. So, yeah, I mean, that kind of goes into it. I mean, we've talked about shows ending and everything, and kind of like, where do we think that the landscape next is going?
Which is crazy because Demon Slayer, Black Clover, My Hero, JJK are the big new gen anime, and they're all about to end.
Yeah.
Well,
Very quickly. Naruto went on, Bleach went on for years. One Piece is still going on.
I was about to say,
as much as I hate to admit it, but Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece were the big 3.
Yeah, but the only difference is that you don't have you have the authors now saying this is it. There's no more. Whereas
what do you
Naruto was like, okay, well, we're gonna do Shippuden. Okay,
which
we're gonna do Boruto,
which is awful.
And then with Bleach is so far behind because it already had all of the content. Mm-hmm. So they're playing catch up. So it wasn't like they continued on with.
I'm very surprised they decided to animate the 1,000-Year Blood War.
I'm not. I knew it was only it was a waiting time.
Has this been 15 years since the anime ended?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to wrap my head around is how. I mean, I've never actually watched One Piece. I mean, that's 1,200 episodes of my life. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's a long time. I can't be bothered. But from what I have seen of the new stuff, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, the show.
I want to watch this.
I think, I mean, I couldn't catch up with, all of the beginning part of it and kind of catching up of how the actual world works and all that. But I think that towards, before they got to the new world and all that kind of stuff, I kind of picked up from that point on. And I really am interested into the development of Shanks. I think Shanks's character is really, really cool.
Shanks is the one in the suit, right? The chef?
No, that's
I don't know.
That's Sanji. Shanks is Luffy's dad.
No. Shanks is he's the guy that saved Luffy and gave his arm up and then gave him the straw hat.
The redhead guy.
Yeah.
That's not his dad?
No.
Oh. I always thought that was his dad.
No, that's not.
I know who Zoro is, and I know who Monkey D. Luffy is. Yeah, what's the little pet's name? The little dog
Chomper.
Name? Chomper.
He's a reindeer.
And then of course Nami.
Everyone knows Nami and Robin.
But
Nami and Robin.
It's really cool of how he, never stops world building, and it's like you think you get to the big, you think you get big, and then it's like, no, we can get bigger.
What's crazy is his just creativeness.
Yeah, I mean, this
creativeness of his mind.
The final arc and kind of where they're going is absolutely phenomenal. Like fighting elementals as the final kind of like thing to get to the One Piece is kind of like.
But what's crazy is how they were like, oh yeah, everything up to this point doesn't even matter. This is where the show starts.
Yeah, I think that really makes or break where I think your final arc really dictates like your finale, like how good of a show are you if you can finish strong, and especially going 12,000 or not 12,000.
I wish. Doctor Who.
1,200 episodes is absolutely insane to world build and never really.
I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I stopped watching
Maybe
it like,
one day.
I stopped watching it like 300-400 episodes in.
Yeah.
I gave up 3 different times at episode like 80 or 90.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
When they lose, was it Ace? I was done.
Oh, all the way back.
Yes, I stopped watching that.
Oh.
That might not even be 300 episodes in. I think that was like, it might have been 250.
Yeah, that's
I never even met Ace.
When they fought,
that's crazy.
was it Whitebeard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whitebeard and all that.
I was in the episodes with the shark guy.
Yeah,
Each time I give up on Shark Man.
Yeah, because then you go into not Atlantis. It's I forgot the name of it. But
Big Mom? I don't know.
Big Mom is way.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just naming
later.
stuff. I don't know One Piece.
Big Mom's Island was cool.
You good?
Yeah.
Do you need a pillow? You need a better pillow?
No.
You got Rocket right there in the middle, just big chilling.
There we go.
You know, for our Avengers fans out there.
Yeah. But yeah, so
The realist.
but yeah, we still never said what do we think next? Like what do we think do we think that it's gonna be kind of the same thing that we get, just kind of the typical anime shows that are gonna come
I heard
out?
Kaiju number 8 is making
What do you mean
waves.
from like for the future?
Yeah, like what do you think the next trend is moving forward?
I don't know, but I feel like with all of the recent anime, I think the creators have finally hit that like perfect length in show, you know, between 70 to 100 episodes with just enough of, you know, character development, like depth in certain characters, you know, your typical Dobbies, even though I hate his character so much. That,
I think My Hero, Demon Slayer, Black Clover's pacing has been enough. But dude, JJK has been perfect.
Yeah, it's weird because
I am on a huge I'm riding the JJK wave. I think it's a masterpiece.
I really do.
There will never be another one. And I think it just you gotta think too, like culturally, it made waves across. It had its own Super Bowl commercial. Airliners were making JJK commercials. Like it was, no anime has ever done that.
Yeah, and
shout out my boy
Pokemon.
Gojo.
Pokemon.
And,
Count.
it was like
Kid show.
It never really dropped. It just kept going and going. Like it kept you like interested. And I think that's where I kind of fell off in the very beginning because I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get it. And then I started to read it, like actually read the manga. And I was like, oh, I get it now. And then I got back into it. And, I just think it's phenomenal. Like, and again, I understand where people say that they don't actually enjoy it or they don't, they need the narrator to explain things. Cause again, like going back to the ending of it, like the thing that I really didn't enjoy was how everything that didn't make any sense in the series was all binding vows. It was like, oh, Sukuna did a binding vow, and that's how he did that. And then
they've gone out of their timeline on JJK has been funky. After season 1, you get JJK 0, which is a prequel.
Yeah.
Then the beginning of season 2 is a prequel to that, and then it jumps back to current time.
And definitely towards the end of it, you get tons of flashback. Like that's the only other thing I didn't enjoy was like every chapter was a flashback in the first half. It was like, and then they talked to Gojo, and then they talked to Gojo, and then they saw Gojo, and then this was the final meeting with Gojo. And it was like, okay, I understand that, but like, I don't need a narrative. Just throw it at me and let me chew on it to get it. But, I
will say season 2 of JJK.
I don't know how I keep going back to JJK, but
was one of the greatest seasons of all time.
I'm going to have to read it.
It's great. Honestly, the Sukuna fight is one of the most OP bosses in anime in recent history.
And it's long.
And
it wasn't like one of those fights where, the hero shows up and it's like, all right.
No, that's where it throws you off because everyone's like, Gojo's the strongest. Gojo's the strongest. Gojo's the strongest. And then once he dies, you're like, oh no. What's next?
So who's the strongest now?
Yeah, because you're like, you really do feel like it's dread. Like there's no hope as everyone's going
Especially whenever Gojo was like mentioned in the very beginning of the show, like, hey, if Sukuna takes over my body, who's gonna win between you and him? And he's like, me.
Yeah, it's
without hesitation.
I mean, again, that's again where I have to give credit, because that's where you really see the good character development of the coordination, just to see the growth from the beginning into the end. And that's where, again, like for me, Yuji as a character that I didn't really vibe with in the very beginning. And then as we get towards the Colon games, I'm like, oh, he's really picking up. And then, Gege did a great job of just tossing him to the side, and you just completely forget about him. And then Gojo steps up and you're like, he's the main character. And then Yuta steps up and you're like, he's the main character. And then Yuji just comes back with full force and he's like, nah, I'm the main character and let me show you why.
I mean, yeah, I get that. But I do like how everything up to the point of where the show is, because I'm not up to date on the manga, everything it portrayed is Gojo is the strongest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They literally pulled him out to be like, this guy is the strongest. He is.
Till Toji showed up and tore him up, and then beat up Gito as well.
But that's
and then what happened?
Hey, shut up, my boy.
He shows up and he's just like,
shut up, my boy Toji. One of the greatest anime characters of all time.
Can I ask you guys, because I had to explain this with my brother, because he's such a Toji fan. Like even today, he's just like, I'm just trying to get as big as Toji. And
dude,
I'm like,
Toji is.
So am I wrong for saying how like anticlimactic it was when he came back and then he's like, I'm out?
Oh,
like
extremely. I was.
Am I the only one that was like, I'm confused?
You had all these special great sorcerers. You had, Megumi, Nanami, Maki, and Grandpa, Fushiguro fighting the the octopus guy or whatever. Right. And they were just having the time, just struggling. And then Toji reincarnated shows up, takes Maki's weapon, breaks it, and then proceeds to annihilate this guy. And then he looks at Megumi and he's just like,
it's your turn now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is
dude, he
weird.
could have pulled an Itachi.
But that's what I'm saying. It's weird because I thought that's what his thing was fighting and war and like whatever.
That was it. He just wanted to smoke all the time.
And then that's what I was saying. He fought once and then fought, Megumi. But I was like, all right, I thought there was more to this. And I guess he just wanted to see where his son was at.
I wanted more Toji time.
Yeah.
Toji's in and is one of the greatest characters.
Because I would have actually liked to see him become like an anti-hero of like...
That would have been sick.
For protecting his son. But I guess like with his thinking and yeah. And,
I mean, he had a host.
Yeah.
The old lady's, curse technique.
Yeah, the one that was doing the
soul
summoning or whatever.
Feeds off, or it feeds off of their cursed energy. Well, Toji doesn't require any cursed energy.
Right.
So therefore the body wasn't consuming any cursed energy. So he was just...
He only cursed energy.
He was back. He just had hands.
Yeah. I like I said, I just thought it would have been more interesting to bring out his character, give him a little bit more character development, especially as Megumi was getting stronger. And then it would have really been interesting to see like what his reaction would have been for his son getting taken over by Sukuna. You know what I mean? Like to see if that would have drove him like back to being insane or like whatever. But that's what I was like.
Because not only was he super strong, he was smart.
Yeah.
Like everything that he did in battles was for like when he fought Gojo, he did it. Everything he did was just to get Gojo in that one moment.
Yeah. I guess the other part too is that you don't
killed it.
If you want the emphasis of Gojo being the strongest, you don't want anyone around him. You know what I mean? So I think from the writing aspect, it does kind of make sense.
I also think Gojo needed to die for his full powers because obviously when he first fought Toji was on another level. And then when Gojo, came back from getting annihilated, he had unlocked he had figured out his powers.
Yeah. I mean,
I think he just needed that to reach his full potential.
It was part of a lot of Buddhism aspects of it.
Yeah, he had reached his enlightenment.
And I think that's actually why he didn't come back the second time, is because I think he had already gone to it, but he was enlightened in such the wrong way that there was no pathway to come back. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where it goes. There's still a lot of loose ends that have to get tied up. Jujutsu
Kaisen Shippuden.
Well, you still don't know if Yuta is actually dead. We don't know if he's gonna. die, go back to his body, stay in Gojo's body. What happens with Rika? We don't know what happens with Sukuna because Sukuna's still alive. So even though he got beat, he's still a cursed being. And you know, one of the things that people forget is that if you beat a cursed energy and they supposedly die, they only get stronger. So if they don't take Sukuna out, it's like
now they get Sukuna part 2 where they don't exercise it properly or whatever.
Yeah, so I think that's why the rate it's going is you know, Yuji having to take the sacrifice and like, peace out. This is it. Just I set out my mission and this is it. So yeah, I mean, like I said, are there any other series that we're going into like the finale that we're excited for?
Demon Slayer. Yeah. I mean, it's on its last arc right now. It's gonna be busted up into 3 movies.
3 movies, and that's it's over.
Every character in the Infinity Castle right now about to pull up to whichever counterpart they have to you know get to Muzen.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome. You got how many Hashira is there? Because you know Rengoku's gone. You got
well, that isn't there 7.
Tengen is gone.
You got Tengen's gone. Rengoku's gone.
That's it. Everybody else is there. See how many?
Yeah. You got Gyomi.
You got 7 or 8 Hashira in there, and
you've got
roughly 4 or 5 Upper Moons left.
Yeah, Domo, Kokushibo, Aizawa, the guitar girl, Kaigaku,
and Genya. Akaza.
Yeah, so 5.
It's Genya. Genya's the brother.
Genya's the one that eats the
I was getting all their names
with the guns.
Dude, I don't care who you are. That is cold as hell. You got demon slayers, you know, sword training, all sort of stuff. They got their what's the name of their blades? They got special names for their blades.
Oh, I forgot.
But you got all these dudes with swords, and then you got Nichiren blades, and then you got Genya over here
with a sawed-off shotgun, double-barreled shotgun.
That dude's just ready. He's like, I don't care how many swords they got. I'm pulling up with the blicky. He said, I got this George Washington special for him right here.
Yeah, I hope they all die.
The good thing is that's only part true.
Yeah, I know, but I just wish they would all die.
It's good. You just don't like it. For what reason, I don't know. What don't you like about it?
I just hate it. I don't like the characters. I don't like. Okay, I can actually tell you the moment that I realized I hate this show.
Tanjiro is the perfect main character.
He's not.
Edward Elric takes that spot.
Give me some. I was about to say that. I was like,
I'll tell you, you can't beat. If we're talking perfection, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood to this day is still voted the #1 anime of all time, and for great reason.
Yeah. I just meant like
I've never watched the show as many times as I've seen that, but Cyberpunk Edge Runners is a second. I've rewatched 10 episodes. I've rewatched Cyberpunk like 8 times, and every single time, the last 2 episodes always get me.
Yeah,
every single time, and I know what's going to happen.
I think the next time we get together, we're gonna have to talk about like our top 5. With like a lot of thought. I don't even know
my top 5.
You better start thinking.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
I've got mine.
Like I know what's in my top 5, but I don't know which 5 it is.
Like for no question in my mind, for me personally,
Full Metal Alchemist is definitely #1 or 2.
Full Metal Alchemist and Bleach are in my top already, off the top. I'm like,
Brotherhood's #1 for me and always will be.
I hate to have a red flag, but Bleach isn't even in my top 10. I don't think.
Yeah, but you're fake. So
yeah.
Excuse him. Why? Bleach just didn't do it for me the same way other ones did.
Hey, it's okay. It's fine. Like
I think we also need to cover some underrated anime.
Yeah,
some sleeper anime like Bungo Stray Dogs.
Dude, that's such a great show.
I also think that Bungo Stray Dogs. Yeah. If we talk about best anime villains, the guy from Bungo Stray Dogs is fantastic. Fyodor.
I have one. I'm going to throw one at you. Did you ever watch the one where the guy had to go back in time because he was dying or something like that, and he was like replaying when he was a kid because one of his friends had died, and it was all like a movie reel. I think it's called Erased.
Oh,
Erased.
I heard it's great, but I have not seen it.
But I've seen pieces.
It's extremely short, phenomenal. It's not an action. It's not anything. It is a phenomenal story.
Not
because
all
it's quick.
Great anime have action.
No.
Death Parade was a great show, and there was no fight. They had one fight scene. Yeah, it was between 2 of the bartenders.
That's another great show.
The bartender guy, the main guy, didn't even throw a punch.
Would you classify Death Note as an action anime?
Hell no.
I'd classify it as
Or is
That
just
is a good one though.
boo-boo.
a psychological thriller?
I think I would
Psychological
consider that one
thriller.
more of a sleeper, but it is kind of mainstream. But it is sleeper.
It's
I
no
loved
way.
it.
It's no way a sleeper.
I loved it.
It's one of the most mainstream animes. Of
Is
all
it
time.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize how
It's
how
good.
mainstream it was.
It's like the emo anime.
It was one of
Yeah.
my first ones I ever watched. It
Just
was
like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball is the anime that anime watchers watch.
Yeah.
My captain the other day at work was like, I pulled a Crunchyroll at work, and he looked at my TV. He was like, "Man, I didn't know you were into anime." I said, "Oh,
yeah.
big time. I'm a weeb, a certified. I got a card in my wallet."
Do you know who I am?
And he was like, "Yeah." He was like,
Where's your
"Oh
wallet?"
man, I've seen Dragon Ball." And I was like, "Go to your room.
Yeah.
Go to your room."
You said to who?
You're out.
My captain.
Oh, I think you said that. I thought you were saying chief.
Oh no,
Yeah. It's
You're off the island.
yeah.
I would have been fired.
I know Death Note is one that a lot of people recommend to like people that are like, I don't like typical anime or whatever. Death Note's always that first one.
I
Like,
think
right
it
off
was
bat.
the first anime I watched outside of, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, whatever.
I think the first one that I ever watched, I don't even know if you would classify it as an anime, but it was Zoids.
Dude,
It was
Zoids was great.
Zoids counts.
Yeah, that's what me.
If we're talking outside of like Naruto and Dragon Ball, the one I remember the most was Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho and Dot Hack Sign.
And Yu Yu Hakusho as
Interesting.
well. Dot Hack Sign got
Was
me too.
the original Dot Hack Sign was phenomenal, and
I
it's
don't
what
even
started the
remember
isekais.
Would you ever see? 'Cause,
Isekais.
Those are the ones where they're set in a video game world.
hmm
So I think the ones that I watched were Zoids for sure. It was Zoids, Digimon. Would you classify that as an anime?
Digimon's kind
I'd
of
say so
on
because you got
spectrum
the
of
new
Pokemon.
series Digimon Tri is a full blown anime.
But would you classify Pokemon as an anime?
I mean, technically, it was originally animated with Japanese voice actors. It came out in Japan before it came out over here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, technically.
So I mean, I watched.
I mean, people consider Avatar the Last Airbender.
I was
an
just
anime.
about to say Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, I don't even know if I classify that.
It's
as an-
not.
It's
It's just a cartoon. but
Yeah.
It's solid.
yeah. What you say?
Solid.
A solid. I thought you said sucked. I'm like,
Oh,
dog.
no,
no.
I said solid.
Avatar is
Dog.
phenomenal.
Dog.
Dude, I literally find like new posts about Avatar every day, and I'm like, I gotta rewatch this, man, because it's so good.
No, it's
Teen
great.
Titans,
Teen Titans was great until they ruined it.
they hit every nerve. They hit
Yeah.
everything you wanted it to be.
Yeah, and then they ruined it.
You know what's crazy is I was watching the Teen Titans Go one day because my little sister was, a child, never it was popping. We're watching it one day, and there was a collab episode where they have the main Teen Titans come in from the OG show come in, and they're collaborating with the Teen Titans Go Squad, and the Teen Titans Go Squad is like, y'all are so much cooler than me. Why did they turn this down?
Yeah, I
And
don't
like
know.
it's just like they're just breaking the fourth wall and just roasting themselves.
Teen Titans Go absolutely ruined my soul a little bit because of how good Teen Titans was.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
But switching gears a little bit, are we looking forward to any more games that are coming out?
Games?
Yeah.
Oh man, there was a game I heard about the other day. It's a Souls-like game coming out soon.
Okay.
I already know Corey's standpoint on it. He
Shocker,
doesn't like
yeah.
Soul games.
Look,
I can't remember the name of it though. Like
I'm out. Y'all have a good night.
or something. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
Smite 2.
Okay.
Corey also doesn't like that one, but it's got the alpha out now, not a demo anymore, and it's got ranked on it, and that's really fun. I'm liking it a lot right now.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of good things about Wukong as well. Another game that Corey will not play because he
I
doesn't like
won't.
Souls likes.
I've also don't play a lot of video games. I've just
Yeah.
been playing Rust,
Me neither.
and that's it.
I realized, and it's taken me a really long time to understand this, but I'm definitely not a gamer. Like I feel like for me, I don't have enough time anymore to play games. But when there's a game that has a great story or something that like can lock me in, like Cyberpunk, that was the first game I played in a long time that I was
I
like,
did enjoy Cyberpunk.
I was locked into that game. Elden Ring, I was locked into that kind of game. But I'm realizing that it's not really the type of game. It's just if the story or like for me, I love RGBs.
RPGs.
PGs.
There you go.
like I'm really locked into those kind of games. Final Fantasy,
I'm
definitely.
actually kind of curious. What are some new games coming out?
So just reading off, definitely starting off in October. One of the first ones for me that I'm absolutely thrilled is a Silent 2 remake that's coming out October 8th. I'm really, really excited to see where the developers are taking this one. The trailers that have came out and the gameplay looks absolutely horrifying, and I'm excited for that. Until Dawn is making its appearance in the PC world on October 4th. There's shocker, a new Dragon Ball game coming out the 11th.
I saw that was like Dragon Ball Z Sparkling something.
Yes, it's called
Is it Sparkling Zero?
Sparking Zero.
All right, I'm gonna cut y'all off though. Fable 2025.
Fable,
Corey's gonna want that one
Questionable.
after the trailer.
because I know you played the old Fable.
I played all of them.
Did you? Yeah, I have all of them.
I actually recently
Skyrim before Skyrim.
I got them on my Xbox.
I was gonna say I have.
I replayed them, but it's not the same going back and replaying them.
So let me ask you
Absolutely
this.
not. I just got done playing the Jack and Daxter series. Trash.
Yeah.
That was
I
trash from the
love them.
start.
No, they were great.
have you?
They
Have
were
you,
great as a 10-year-old kid.
Did you see the trailer that dropped for the one that's coming out?
The new
Okay.
Fable.
I want you to watch it, and then don't tell me about it. But I'm gonna bring it up next time we do this.
Aren't you a girl in this one?
I don't know. All I know is how bad it looks. That's all I remember.
Pretty
is-
sure you can just build your character because you do that in the old ones.
I don't think in this one
No,
you
the
can.
old one I think you were a guy. I don't think you got to.
All I'm
Wasn't
gonna
it Fable 3? You could
Okay,
customize
have
I
you-
think it was
your character?
Fable 3.
have you seen the trailer for the new one? Okay.
Like I said, Fable wasn't my thing, but I know Corey played it because he
Just-
was friends with my buddy Adam, who loved Fable.
Yeah, so definitely watch it and then we'll talk about it.
New Monster
Alright.
Hunter soon too.
Yeah.
I'm done with Monster Hunter games.
You're done with them.
Let's see.
You're retired.
Yeah.
I don't. If I'm in a grind, I'll just go play Rust with my friends.
Monster Hunter isn't that bad. It's a different kind of grind.
Yeah, it's
It's a grind that I can't get into, and I played Ark for 9 years.
I think it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool. I just don't have time to actually get into it.
I like the concept of Monster Hunter,
that's a perfect. way
but
to put it.
man, I played what's it called?
Iceborne.
Man, it's mechanics are so much different from other games I play, like the building concepts and the trees of building things. Just didn't do it for me.
Let's see other games that we have coming out. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I'm interested because they're adding a lot of more interesting things to the game.
Like the body shields.
Body shields are interesting.
Hilarious
I
so
like-
far.
What is a body shield? Please tell me it means you can pick up a dead
Yes.
comrade.
No, you can pick up a player. So
Like
if you
if-
go,
Like a bad guy,
Yeah.
or someone on the other
That is
team.
awesome.
You can sneak
Yeah.
up behind him and use him as a body
Yeah.
shield.
I thought
So
you
instead
meant
of-
you could pick up like a dead body
No.
and just.
no, so and the other thing that they institute, I definitely don't think it's going to last after this beta. Is you can actually talk to the person that you're carrying around. So it's
Proximity
like-
chat opens up when you
Yeah.
carry them.
That is awesome.
And the clips that I have seen
Yeah.
have been horrendous.
Yeah, I don't see it lasting.
so there's already people like beta playing it right now or
yes.
something like that.
Yeah,
and talking
it's-
smack to the
it's
person
bad.
they're
It's
getting
bad.
killed.
I could definitely see them taking that out.
I am gonna have to watch these videos because that sounds hilarious. I don't even like Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's and the Omni movement's actually interesting. There's clips that are coming out. that
Omni
are-
movement.
Yeah,
So you can move all. It's funky.
Yeah,
That's in the Call of Duty.
yeah. It's if you haven't seen it, it's hard to explain. But basically, instead of just going forward straight side to side, you can actually go like in between movements. So
Go in between movements.
You have to
It's-
watch the videos. The video there. It's hard to explain.
it's more realistic. So
Yeah.
you're not stuck forward,
Like
back,
you can
side,
you
side.
can jump
It's-
into the air and completely just make
And
your
spin.
character do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's
weird.
It's really interesting. But yeah, so we have Call of Duty, the Black Ops 6 coming out October 25th.
Where was Black Ops 5? I remember 3. I remember 4. Where
Didn't
was 5?
The Shadow Realm.
Yeah, it was.
I'll probably play Black Ops 6, but only because it's free for Xbox users.
Oh, is it really?
Because Microsoft bought out whatever it was.
Oh,
I've got all the Call of Duty games for free now. So like I just started playing what was that, Modern Warfare 3?
Huh. That's interesting.
Or whatever the newest one was.
Yeah.
I play that every so often, but I only play hardcore
Yeah.
because the game is trash.
I mean, let's calm down with that. It's fun, but anyway.
Good way to pass time if
Yeah.
I'm not playing Rust.
Yeah, if I need to kill my brain, that's like what I do. Call of Duty. Dragon Age Velgar. If you're into those types of games.
Dragon Age is similar to Monster Hunter, isn't it?
It's like
Dragon Age?
It's like a RPG.
Okay.
It's like a
Make a character and there's a storyline.
yeah.
The last one I
I
played
think
was
Monster Hunter has a storyline though too, sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
It's not like Monster Hunter at all.
was it Dragon Age Inquisitions?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last one I played.
Yeah, I played that one.
Which was solid.
Yeah.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, if you're like into those kind of like, I don't even know how to word it. If you're into Dragon Age, you know about Dragon Age,
Yeah.
but if you're not into it. Let's see. Other than that, Assassin's Creed Shadow drops November 15th. I will definitely not be playing this one or any Assassin's Creed games at all.
I stopped playing Assassin's Creed at like Assassin's Creed 3.
I quit playing it too.
I think
I played the first one.
I think it's
played one of
horrible.
the smaller titles, and I played 2, and
I think the first one was good for what it was supposed to be. You know, new kind of genre almost.
2 was awesome.
But man, they are drawing it out.
It kind of started to end after they went open.
I lied. I played a different Assassin's Creed.
What is that, Odyssey?
Odyssey,
Yeah.
Odyssey, and I don't know if there was one before Odyssey, but after Odyssey, that's when it was really not enjoyable.
I feel like they swapped to world building. And they wanted to, create these vast maps. And
it wasn't world building. It was online.
Wasn't there a Valhalla one as well?
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Viking one.
Yeah, that was the one after it. But it was microtransactions.
Odyssey was the one where you were like a Spartan.
Yeah.
The last
Roman
one
warrior.
I played, I started it and I didn't finish it. It's the one where you play as like a native Indian of sorts.
Assassin's
And
Creed
it's like
3.
not Jurassic, George Washington's
Yeah.
child or something.
Assassin's Creed 3 was hard.
Yeah, I quit playing that one after like
Dude,
a couple hours.
Dude, that game rules.
Was it good?
Dude, it's
I did give
awesome.
it a chance. Like I was like,
Nah,
this doesn't
dude.
feel the same as Assassin's Creed 2, so I just dropped it.
That game rules.
Maybe I'll have to find it.
And then lastly,
another shot.
the only other 2 games of note that I have is Marvel Rivals, which comes out December 6th, which is supposed to be
I think they actually have demos out for it now.
It basically is the Overwatch
Oh, yeah, with Marvel characters.
character.
That sounds cool.
I'm interested to see how that plays out because I've seen some of the betas and people are complaining.
A lot of the Smite players that like I watch on YouTube have a lot of good things to say about it. And that's a lot coming from,
I tried Overwatch.
Smite.
It's all right.
I mean, that's something that I'll play with my brothers, and kind of pass the time.
What we
But
need though is a new Smash Brothers.
do we though?
Nah. I think the last Smash Brothers was enough.
Well, there was one that I only got into it because my brother was really, really interested into it.
Or Guitar Hero.
It was not who owns DC. Is it Warner?
I think it's Warner Brothers.
So Warner Brothers made their own Smash version,
They did, and they had
and
superpowered Shaggy on it.
it is
you
the
serious?
worst microtransaction game I have ever seen.
Didn't they shut the game down?
No, it's still ongoing. They just put all of the what is that show? The dragons and all that.
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
House of the
They just
Dragon?
put Game of Thrones characters into it. It is, and you have to pay
The
for.
Super Smash Brothers concept?
Yes.
Yes, it's.
Imagine
it's-
Super Smash Brothers with Warner Brothers characters.
It's not great. It's. I didn't like it. I think it's really gimmicky. I think it. The microtransactions are out of this world. I was like, "There's no way," because they
$5 to play as Daemon Targaryen and you win every match or something.
no, you have to pay like $10 for a character.
That's what I'm saying. You $10 for this character, then you just win every time.
No, you don't even win all the time. You just get the character. And then there's different variants of the character. So it's like, oh, it's a free game, but you have to pay to get all of these characters because you only get. I think you got Shaggy, Wonder Woman, Finn from Adventure Time, and like 2 other characters, and that was it.
If I don't have Rick from Rick and Morty, I'm out.
I think you get Morty, but I can't remember.
That is a show I do like.
I hate that
It's
show.
a little
The
guilty
Rick
pleasure.
and Morty anime ratings are dog water.
Who said anything about the anime? I'm talking about the show.
Yeah, it's
Rick
not
and-
good either.
Rick and Morty, the show is horrible.
Thank
It
you.
is, but it is so funny.
I've never laughed.
It's not.
It is so.
It makes me wanna stab
but
myself.
Man,
And
is
listen,
it funny?
I know I sound like a hater. I know I do. I know. But
You've always been the hater.
But I watched the entire first season because I was like, I don't want to be the hater that watched for 5
Dude,
minutes and
it's
hate it.
not funny.
I watched it.
Never
and
once have I ever seen a Rick and Morty clip, and I'm like,
I didn't.
this is
I swear.
entertainment.
I never said it was good.
I
It's
swear.
not.
I just
I
said it
just
was funny.
could never laugh. I did not like
I
it.
watched the first season and I didn't laugh once. And I was like, I don't understand why people like this show.
I feel like it's trying to be the new Futurama,
yeah.
which also was not funny.
I thought
Futurama
it-
was.
I thought it was supposed to be like the next Family Guy or
No.
something like that. But I was like, I can't. I just can't.
Family
with
Guy
this.
has like 2 funny moments in the whole thing.
Family Guy.
I was never big into like all those shows like South Park
Bro.
and stuff. American Dad, never big into
South
them.
Park did have some funny stuff.
South-
I will
It was
not
just
lie.
so absurd.
I love
South
South
Park
Park.
has some absolutely off the rails funny stuff.
No, South Park is iconic. It'll forever.
And just the way they can always tell the future.
Yeah,
What are they cooking?
yeah. It's
What are they cooking?
Yeah, I mean,
They're paying people in the
Drugs.
government to make these
funny
things
enough,
happen.
they just said that they're going to go on a hiatus till the end of the year because they don't want to do anything regarding the last part of the year. So they just said
Plus the elections coming up and all
Yeah.
that stuff. They can't get involved.
yeah,
with
they
that
said
'cause, you know,
we'll be back and we'll see you in 2025. And
South Park has an episode about something election related. Next thing you know, here comes the election.
yeah, so I mean, it was smart
that's not
play.
happening.
Would you ever go to what is it? Casa Bonita?
What?
You know, Casa Bonita? It was in South Park where Cartman goes and he's
I've seen like 6 episodes of South Park and they were all funny, but that's about all I got.
Okay.
I've never sat down and just,
all right, I'm about to help myself. I've seen every episode of South Park, so for me, I'm like,
I am actually surprised.
so funny enough.
Did
so,
not think I would ever hear you say that
so
sentence.
Casa Bonita was a Mexican restaurant that was based out of Colorado,
Mhm.
and after that episode and kind of went on, they went and bought Casa Bonita and turned it into the whole like idea that they had for Casa Bonita. So it has like a waterfall. It has a whole thing that you can play in and everything. And like as you kind of like walk through it, at the very end of it, Cartman's there at the very end, and he's like Casa Bonita.
So they made a joke about it and then went out and bought the
it.
place and
Yeah.
made it like a real thing.
yeah, it's a real restaurant.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's actually kind of sick that show has. I mean, obviously the show has that kind of funding, but like that's pretty sick.
I mean, the other reason they're going out till 2025 is they said they want to get their contract straight with Paramount. They said, yeah, we need to make sure that our Paramount contract is good before we keep going. So I'm like, oh, they're about to get another 100 million. So that's what's
for
up.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, South Park's good for like another 30
yeah.
years.
I mean, they're insane.
I mean, they've been going since.
Forever.
We were kids.
Forever.
Has it been going on since before we were born?
It was in the 90s for sure. I want to say it was in the 90s. 90s
was
or
definitely the
early
90s.
2000s.
It was definitely 90s.
But yeah, so
Corey can Google that for us.
Yep.
Oh my ears!
yeah.
I'm not used to wearing a headset this long. This is-
August 13th, 1997.
Yeah, that
Wow.
sounds right. Yeah.
So 27 years.
Yeah. I love that. The fact that they've gone this long is crazy. So
That's one of the longest running shows, probably. Next to One Piece.
No, the
Doctor
Simpsons.
Who.
The Simpsons.
Oh yeah,
The
Simpsons.
Simpsons has everyone beat.
You sure Doctor Who hasn't got them beat?
Mm-mm. The Simpsons.
I thought Doctor Who's been going around since like the 70s or something.
Well, Doctor Who.
The Simpsons, Sesame Street,
Yeah.
Family Guy,
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy, SNL, CSI.
Because those shows never stop. They keep going. Even they.
What do you
they-
mean? So Doctor Who stops? I mean, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
watch the show.
they
I
take-
just know it's been going on for a
South
long
Park's on
time.
here. They've got Supernatural, but Supernatural's over. But it did have 15
Yeah,
seasons.
Yeah, Supernatural went wild.
That was a 10 out of 10 show.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds right. Yeah, I think Doctor Who does it in spurts where they'll have a season and then they like wait a year or two and then they come back and they're like, this is a new Doctor or whatever. But like The Simpsons goes season to season to season to season to season.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't
It's
stop.
never ending.
They don't stop. Even when they got bought out by, I think it was like
The never ending story.
I think they got bought out by Disney.
They're remaking the never ending story. And they're remaking Backdraft.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
I'm very excited because the main person is going to be Glenn Powell.
Isn't Glenn Powell just kind of like
he's just the new
guy.
make a new movie off of an old movie. Who we're gonna have Glenn Powell?
Glenn Powell's the remake guy.
That's
wanna-
what I just said. That's what I said. You want to
safe-
make a new movie, but out of an old movie. Twister, and now this.
Yeah, but
Top Gun.
But he's not even remaking the good ones. Like
Are you kidding me?
Twister
Top Gun is great.
Top
Twister,
Gun,
the old Twister.
he wasn't the main
Classic.
character in Top Gun.
I never said he was.
He was a
No.
side character.
He was a side character.
He was. But I'm saying like each movie he's been in that we've heard of him, like since he's been around.
He was in that movie with
Yeah,
Sydney
but
Sweeney.
Twister wasn't a popular movie. It was popular because it was like a tornado movie, but it wasn't.
Twister was great.
But it wasn't like like any of the top tier movies. It was just like a funny movie about tornadoes.
I don't think it was supposed to be a funny movie. I think it was just supposed to be like a loose romance movie, but not really. super
I don't really
romantic.
remember it. I watched it as a kid,
good.
never watched it
Bill
again.
Paxton,
They
the
have-
goat.
I probably won't
Flying
watch it, and I
cow.
probably won't watch the new one.
go, Judy. We got
No.
cows.
Like you're gonna hold
I've seen that
yourself.
movie too many times.
You're gonna hold yourself. With
I'm
a
gonna
tornado
watch
with a
The Bike
belt.
Riders tonight before bed,
Ooh, that's Tom Hardy.
Oh, I love Tom Hardy.
and Austin Butler and Norman Reedus.
Which one's Austin Butler?
He's the one that played Elvis.
He played Elvis, and he
Who was
could.
the other guy you named?
Norman Reedus.
You know who that is?
Oh,
Norman Reedus is in it.
for some reason I was thinking Jeffrey Dean Morgan was going to be in
It's
it.
okay because if we're talking about real movies, Shia LaBeouf has a new movie coming out next year
Really?
I was wondering what happened
with
to
a
him the
lot
other
of
day.
good actors in it.
He's been kind of in and out because he's been, with
He's
his,
been
Yeah.
doing some stuff.
whatever he
That's
does.
what I thought because I was.
His wife has a great trilogy out.
Who's his wife?
Mia Goth,
Who's that?
the Maxine movies.
Ooh,
Ex Pearl and
I
Maxine.
don't even know what that is. Is that
Don't-
based on a book or something?
no, it's like it has a cult following.
It's very odd.
Isn't it A20? No, it's not A24, is it?
I don't think
makes
so.
those horror movies, right?
Yeah, they make some great
More
movies.
horror
They
movies?
make fantastic. Them and Neon make absolute. I mean, master. Just
Blumhouse,
Blumhouse is
It's
the one I'm
got
thinking
some
of
good
that
ones.
makes all the horror movies.
they also make horror movies.
I
At
wanna-
A24, they made
I want to say
Midsummer?
Maxine is Neon.
I think so.
Neon, but no, I'm not into the Maxine series.
They're very different.
Yeah, they're really different. Yeah, if Mia Goth, she's the one that doesn't have eyebrows, right? Like her eyebrows are
They're like super blonde or something.
non-existent, right? Yeah.
I don't pay attention
Yeah.
to my celebrities to know about their
If-
eyebrows, but I mean, I guess she doesn't have eyebrows.
I would definitely say if you don't know what it is, watch the trailer, but it's not
Maxine or Maxime?
Maxine. It's MAXXIN.
Kevin Bacon and Giancarlo Esposito are in the newest one. So is Halsey and Lily Collins.
in Maxine.
Yes, that's wild.
I mean,
Halsey?
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it makes sense because it does have a cult following, and
Oh, Maxine is A24.
yeah. Oh, it's A24.
It's A24.
Because I think the last one was where she made it to Hollywood, right? And
Yeah.
she's finally becoming an actress.
And I think this one is
And
when
then
she's a
there's like a-
superstar.
Yeah, and there's like a serial killer out, and she kind of, I don't know, if
Which is crazy because
I've never seen them. I just remember the trailer, and I'm like, what am I watching?
they're a prequel to a movie that Mia Goth was already in.
Yeah,
X,
yeah,
which
right.
was weird.
It was X, and then it was,
Pearl.
and then I can't remember the other one, but I just remember
X and then triple X.
State of the Union.
I just remember Maxine is MAXXINE.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, if you've never seen the trailer, watch the trailer.
I will say,
It's interesting.
as far as new movies go, there's only one new movie on my mind, and it's in theaters right now, and I still have not seen it yet. Alien Romulus. And it's going to be great.
X Pearl the Maxine.
Got it. Yeah. Alien, I've only heard amazing things about it. I've heard it's just...
From what I have heard is this movie is they made it as similar to the very original Alien movie as they possibly could, because I just got done watching all of them, like just in the past couple months. And I watched Prometheus and I was like, wait a minute, this is an alien movie. But I've never actually sat and watched alien movies. But of course, if you've seen any movie ever, know anything pop culture, you know what the alien looks like.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is an alien movie. So I was like, let's watch them all. Why not?
Yeah.
So I looked up like a movie watching list, and Prometheus is like the first chronologically. I was like, oh, hell yes. I'll watch them all. And then Alien Romulus comes out. But if you watch them all, you'll notice like the original, it's like a horror movie. It has like jump scares. Keeps you on your toes, like, where's the alien? What's going to happen next? Whatever. But you watch like the second one, third one, on and on. It's like they lose that aspect.
Yeah. Isn't it this one that came out and the one before, they kind of had to rebuild kind of the aspects of Alien to really give you back like that feeling of...
Yeah. But even like the more recent ones didn't really have that feeling, but like
they were trying to explain it.
They were trying to like, you know, bring that out a bit. But the video game Alien Isolation was the scary one. If you played it,
was terrifying.
Yeah,
you will piss yourself.
I deleted it. I couldn't do it.
I beat it. It scared the hell out of me each time. But they took everything from that game and tried to make it into a movie. So that's like what this is. But I haven't seen it yet, so I want to go see it.
I know what I'll be pirating.
We can pirate it tonight.
I feel like those are things you don't say in a microphone. But
I know loads of websites.
But yeah, so
I bet you do.
Oh no, not like that. Oh no,
man.
Open mouth, remove foot.
Yeah, but definitely go see it and then tell us what you think about it. Give us a review.
I definitely will.
We'll call it the Caitlin review.
I would love to give a Deadpool and Wolverine review, but you know, everything I've seen of it's on YouTube, but I think I've seen the whole movie already.
I've seen every single cameo that's on the dang movie.
And
they did no effort in hiding any of it.
I have thoughts, but I want to see it before I actually confirm my
I'm pretty
thoughts.
sure I've seen the whole movie by this point.
Yeah, it's more of like a clips versus a movie, if that makes sense. Like it's just like...
Oh yeah, definitely. Still sure I've seen the whole thing by now, though. Like, you can't get on the internet and not see a clip.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I do want to ask one thing, and then I'm getting out. Do you think that Channing Tatum did a good Gambit?
Yes. Do I think there's better options? Yes. Did Channing Tatum do a good job?
He got that role though because he was supposed to make the Gambit movie.
Yeah, I know, but that's not my question.
Every scene I have seen of him in Gambit, I'm impressed.
Man, I don't know how long I've been waiting for this.
You know how long I've been waiting for this. So I'm about to make a name for myself.
So you didn't answer.
Now his accent wasn't perfect, but it was enough. Yeah, it was Hollywood.
I got you.
10 years ago.
You didn't.
Maybe.
Okay, so is that a no?
I think he's aged down at that role.
So it's a no.
Gambit's supposed to be this young, charismatic New Orleans card man.
Stand on it.
Who played the original Gambit?
They
had a Gambit.
They did in the Origins movie, and it was
I don't know who it was.
He's in a lot of action movies and stuff. It was the guy from
I don't think he
Battleship.
I don't even remember.
Okay, but I need you to give me a yes or no.
No. Taylor Kitsch.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, who the hell is that?
He was in Lone Survivor. He played
what is that?
Murph. Lone Survivor is a war movie about
John Carter, Battleship, American Assassin, Savages, The Terminal List.
I've literally never seen any of
He was in Only the Brave, 21 Bridges, Snakes on a Plane.
What was the sniper's name? Chris. What was that sniper's name, man?
Chris Kyle?
Chris Kyle. I couldn't think of
That's Bradley Murphy or Bradley Cooper.
No, they got two because they had two movies.
It was Lone Survivor and then American Sniper. Lone Survivor was about Marcus Luttrell.
Yeah, but Chris Kyle was also in that squad.
Okay, so
I believe.
Anyways,
not to get too political.
I would definitely say that I'd be interested to see I would be interested to see a Gambit movie with Channing Tatum, more so to just see what that world looks like, more so than anything. Because if they're talking about, they're also talking about bringing back Wesley Snipes to play Blade, but it's not the Blade that they're working on. They're pitching it as Ryan Reynolds Blades. And I think that they're doing the same thing with Gambit. So it would be like a Gambit movie, but in Ryan Reynolds kind of vision. So it wouldn't be like the typical.
It would be tweaked
Marvel kind of thing. So, yeah. So I just, because I've been hearing a lot of people talk about whether they liked it or not. And I was like,
I liked it. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know,
I'm intrigued.
The whole thing. But from what I have seen, because I've already seen all the Gambit scenes. I mean, heck, you can't go on the internet and not see, I'm about to make a name for myself or whatever. And it's like, I think you did good. I think you did a good job.
I think we should push to have him be the star of the next Gambit movie.
Oh, baby, Lizzie level time. Hate myself. I'm done.
Other than that, is there any
Just your number and I'll be good.
Just number and I'll be good, baby. Said very drunkenly. We're not going to talk about that. Don't take me out in public. Do not listen to me talk.
Is there anything else you guys have? Anything you want to talk about? Because I do have something to get off my chest. But
what do you have to get off your chest? Did I break all the rules? How many rules did I break? Are you keeping tabs?
All of them.
I mean,
well, they had like a handful of rules.
I mean, like you've broken I feel like 4 of them, so that's okay.
I just realized this thing hasn't been recording this whole time.
We're going to have to make a good odd number.
Good odd number.
Good odd number for the oddball. I'm about to drop an F-bomb in here, boys. Be careful. Do not listen to this next part.
We're being canceled.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys had? Anything you want to talk about?
I mean, I don't have anything specific on my mind. I'm kind of just here.
Okay, so
just yapping away,
Okay, I got to get my notes back out because I gotta get this. Gotta get this right. All right, so I watch WWE a lot, and I was telling Corey this earlier. I'm
Roman Reigns.
I really love
goated
WWE.
Okay,
and I just got back into it because I watched it kind of in high school, but I was like, well,
do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
So I watched it in high school.
John Cena.
I didn't get back into it until the whole Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes kind of thing, and like that whole build up. I'm like, oh shit. So I actually went back to 98 and I've watched from 98 all the way to 2003.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch up. And
so basically One Piece, but John Cena style.
Yeah.
And his name is John Cena.
Yeah. And, yeah. Copyright. We're done.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to say that I'm really, and I understand why they have Cody Rhodes kind of as the face guy, and
I literally have no idea any of these people are.
It's okay. That's why I said I needed to vent.
Get it off your chest.
And I understand that Cody Rhodes is supposed to be the face of the company, and he's actually a businessman, but he's the most boring person that I've ever watched as a champion. And it's like, to give you guys an example, it would be like Homelander, but he's a good guy. Every single week.
No.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
that's what makes
Homelander
great is because he's a bad guy.
He's a psychopath.
And I've seen one episode and I know that much.
So like it's like you have a character like that, but they're the good guy. And it's like, but why? And so I'm really bored with Cody Rhodes, and I'm like, just make him a heel at this point. Because he was a great heel while he was in TNA. AEW, he was great. Just make him a bad guy now, please. I want to say that NXT is absolutely insane. NXT is like the training division for like the next upcoming people. So you see a lot of young talent that's coming up and all that jazz. And they're putting on insane matches that are actually better than people on WWE. I mean, they're doing insane stuff. So I love that. And lastly, I want to say that all the current beefs that are going on with all over the place are all boring. Like, it's rehashing the same thing over and over again, and it's super, super annoying. You guys
They need to get my boy Christopher Colombo in there.
But like,
They just didn't bring Dave Bautista out from retirement.
Shout out Christopher Colombo.
but yeah, I mean,
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
it's annoying. It's the same. They've been running the same promo since April, and it's the same thing week in, week out, and I'm just tired of it. Other than that, that's all I had. I just need to get that off my chest.
Speaking of WWE, WWF, Raw, whatever you want to call it, I did see a funny ass clip the other day of Stone Cold Steve Austin from way back when, and it was it was like I think it was a commercial, I believe. But anyways, he's in his hotel room and he's like in his his cut off jean shirt that has like his arms busting out and everything, and he's got two women walk up to him like, "Hey, do you need anything, Mr. Austin? Like, is there anything we can do for you?" And he's like, "I'm kind of thirsty. How about a cold beer?" And then the other lady's like, "All right, I'm on it." And then the other lady's like, "What about me? You need anything?" And he's like, "I need something to wash that down. How about another cold beer?" And I don't know why, but it just tickled me pink. And it was the most dumbest, not funny thing ever, but it absolutely just made me giggle.
So I'm gonna be a nerd.
Yes.
So that promo came from 1999, and that is when Stone Cold became the president of WWE and took over Vince McMahon's office. So he had all his assistants, and he's like, "I want a cold beer." And then the next lady was like, "What do you want? A cold beer?"
Yep.
And then went down the line. So that's how much I'm a nerd.
Loved it.
That's how much I've been getting into it. I'm like, I know exactly when that happened.
1999.
Yeah.
Stone
Austin.
Cold.
Stone-
E.T.
Stone Cold Steve Austin in
Stone Cold
1999
E.T. You ever seen that video?
was an absolute unit.
But what's actually really funny is, do you guys know what he's doing now?
He's
a
farming.
beer salesman.
He's living on a farm raising a cat.
Yeah. He's got like a huge farm.
Yeah, and he just has this cat Poncho, and he's just like, "Come on, Poncho."
Hey,
I'm like, dude,
that is peaceful.
I never would have guessed that, but it actually is hilarious. And I'm like,
that is his retirement, and he just wakes up every day, gets his PBR, and just goes at it.
I'm like, that's what's up.
That is the dream.
Yeah. Get
No
your
worries
millions.
about anything. He might lift. He might just crack open a cold one and forget about the day. He might get on his tractor and do nothing. He might get a beer and get on that tractor. He might go drunk driving on that. I don't know. If I'm retired, I don't know what I'm doing. What would you do retired? If you could retire right now, what would you do if you were retired? You don't have to worry about money. You don't have to work. You can do whatever you want. Your money's made. Your job is done. You can just kick it.
I don't think I could stop working, to be honest. I think at my core, I'm just such a workaholic that even if I didn't have to work, I would find a reason to work or find a way to like do something active in working for X, Y, and Z. To be completely honest, like I could never just go somewhere and like not.
I don't think I could not work.
Hey, the walk-in closet's done.
Yeah, it's lit.
That is not a closet.
It's a walk-in mansion. It's the size of our house.
That closet is bigger than this room, my room, your room combined. That's including the bathrooms and all the walls in between.
She's blessed.
Hey, speaking of Chuck E. Cheese, I'm gonna have my kid's birthday party there.
Okay.
So that means you have to come.
I mean, probably not
Why?
our business.
What about my birthday?
No,
It's only a few days away.
no,
I probably wouldn't go either.
I wouldn't.
Shit.
I wouldn't do it.
He's having his birthday at Surge.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that place like done for? Isn't that place already like closed?
Mm-mm.
Well,
Someone was there just the other day.
Who?
I mean, I
Uh,
don't like how you pointed at me like that.
He said someone.
dude, who was it that went?
Pointed at me.
I've been there once since it opened, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Hey, the bowling alley is clean though. It's much cleaner than the Holiday Lanes.
I would go bowling there.
That's the only thing I did there. And I went to the bar and got beers, and I brought them to the bowling alley, which was nice. I got a whole pitcher.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it was just me.
Yeah, I don't.
He went to the bowling alley by himself.
I wasn't like by myself, but I drank by myself.
Did you go to the bowling alley by yourself?
No.
He did.
It's okay if you did. I wouldn't judge you.
2 years ago? How long has Search been there? It was like right after they opened up. It was literally like a month after they opened up and it was dead.
I want to say Search has been there for a year.
I think it's been there longer than that. I think it's probably 2 years now. I don't know though. I don't keep up with time
Anything?
frames of businesses in town because typically they don't last
Or
long
pop
anyways.
culture or anime.
Yeah, you don't
Or
really keep
movies.
up with much anyway. So
I
Hey.
work 2 jobs.
Ask him about ask him about anything Smite related. He keeps up with that.
Correct.
I don't like how you're holding that cord so close because one slip and you press that button. And
What
it's
button? This?
Yeah.
I wasn't touching that. I don't think I was.
I've been watching your hand like a hawk. Yeah.
Ask me anything about Smite. I know the answer.
I don't even know what Smite is.
This is why
It's
we
a
can't
MOBA.
have
It's like
nice
League of Legends,
things.
but not.
I don't
It's a
even know.
knockoff League of Legends.
Dota.
Okay, so why don't you like League of Legends?
League of Legends is
It's
too
different.
complex for Smite players.
Would you
It's
guys ever
not
play
too
Diablo?
complex.
Not
Played
good.
Diablo.
Not good.
I never played Diablo.
I
Newest
don't know.
Diablo.
I have never played Diablo. I never played God of War.
I
either.
don't like the whole top-down hack and slash thing. I'm not a big hack and slash player. I don't like to just run around going crazy with the.
But I don't
a
like
sword.
games with guns. I'm anti-gun.
Okay. I mean,
Psych. No, I just shooters just wore me out. They're playing nothing but
Only
Call of
thing I'm
Duty for
shooting is
like
Hollow Purple.
6-7 years. Shooters just got bland. Call of Duty don't do it for me.
Shut up, my boy.
well,
That picture is cold though.
I do like
Yeah.
that picture. I like how it's just a picture and a skateboard, and the picture's not even on the wall.
We'll
It's-
decorate
It
as we
was,
go.
but if you look at the back, the piece that I had like hung on the wall like fell. It like
Mhm.
crumbled up.
Yeah.
So it took a piece of the back of the picture with it. So I need to just get a picture frame and just hang it up legitimately, but I did not do that the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, there's a thing.
That was 5.
There's a
Strike
thing.
5.
It's called being a male who has no decorative eye.
Brain cells.
I mean,
No brain cells.
Or that
like
too.
sometimes you just got to try a little bit harder, you know?
Yeah, I could do that. But that requires brain cells that I don't have.
Hey, my brain cells are cooking right now. You know what sounds good? An ice
Party
cold,
pack.
an ice cold Dr. Pepper.
Last I heard, you called him Dr. Peepees.
And demonetized.
Yep.
Anywho.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, other than that, do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about? Get off your chest?
I think Kaylin's canceled
Yeah.
for sure.
Everything about me. Is just
I do
automatically
want to get
canceled.
that trending. Kaylin canceled.
Cancel Kayla. I can roll with that. I can
Cancel
roll with that.
Kaylin.
Have that trending on Twitter next week. Cancel Kaylin.
Yeah, cancel Kaylin just for no reason. Just
Why? Just because.
yeah, let's just
And then next week we'll have a shirt and it's kind of red,
just,
like blocked or muted.
yeah, just get rid of the problem before it happens. I
Or
love
just
that.
just have like a button on your soundboard that automatically mutes me from everything for like just have me just talking.
Yeah, the whole show you're just muted and talking. Well, you're so loud it would pick up on all the other mics. So,
Good luck. Mute this.
no, I don't have anything else. We hit all my notes, so I'm good.
The only thing I'm disappointed in is we haven't heard any of the cues.
I mean, you could press it,
Which one?
any of them. You're not going to hear any of them.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, the thing is turned down.
Oh,
You thought I was going to leave that open ended and I'm not sitting next to it? You're crazy. You thought I was going to let you play with that.
I have been wanting
Well-
to push these buttons for an hour now.
Yeah, no, it's muted and I've turned it off.
It's okay because the second you left earlier, Corey was like, "We got
Oh my God.
I completely forgot it was there until Cree walked in and he says, "We gotta play with it."
I'm being sabotaged. I'm being sabotaged before we even get off the ground. I love it.
It's okay. He was like, "Oh yeah, blue one's this." And I'm like, "How do you know?" And he's like, "Just read it." I was like, "Oh."
There's a whole touch screen that says what it is.
Oh, you're like, I'm so stupid. I can't technology. What was it? It was actually the neighbor girl down the street whose yard I mow. She was asking me to help her out with something technologically advanced. And this was like 3 months ago, I think.
Very
It's been
technology
going on for a while now.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, I was like, honey, if it ain't a PlayStation 5 that has a power button, I don't know how to work it. She called somebody else.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was like a home video.
He was turning
camera or
something on, all right.
I think it was like a home video camera or something. I was like, do not trust me with that.
Yeah, I feel like that's not how it went down, but
I have text receipts to prove it.
I mean, you can fake with those, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's very
Fake
true.
It. Fake it till you make it. Poker face style.
Yeah.
Call me Lady Gaga. Cancel me.
She never got canceled.
Yeah, she's thriving.
Oh. Whatever. So she hasn't done anything that got her canceled for like a little bit?
She's an actress now, too.
No.
I thought every celebrity had like at least one phase where they get canceled for something.
She had scandals, but she never got canceled.
What's this? What did she have scandals with?
You don't remember whenever everyone thought she was a guy?
Mm-hmm. I don't pay attention to celebrities. Although I am fully convinced that Taylor Swift is only dating celebrities just so she has a new song to write. The Swifties will not like to hear that.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit that out. I can't handle that heat.
They're too powerful.
On the first episode, I can't handle.
They're
that
way
heat.
too powerful.
I gotta.
That is a whole different society in itself.
Yeah, that's good. That's getting cut out for sure.
I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. You know what? Actually, I might just put your handles in right as you say that, just so that way they have targeted hate. Because I don't want smoke with the Swift. Do you want?
I do.
Okay.
Hey, her song with Post Malone, Fortnite, fantastic.
Yeah.
Never heard it.
Is honestly very good.
Reputation, that album was fire.
I never said she was bad. Never said that at all.
I mean,
I think we should.
I'll leave that open to the internet. Well,
I think we should have a timeout corner on the show.
Yeah, you can go sit over
We'll just
there.
press a button and
It'll signal me.
it'll banish him.
Or we could have like a cone, like put one of those
The
cones.
cone of shame. Give me one of the dog cones. Goes around your neck.
We were talking about the dunce caps.
Also, this couch is so uncomfortable. I keep
My
sliding
back.
I
in.
genuinely
And I'm
only bought that to like fill in space in the room. I've never actually sat on it and
Don't
sat on
worry.
it for
My
comfort.
back is. I have a dent in my spine.
Yeah.
I did
The
fall
way that I'm
asleep
sitting,
on it once.
I'm curved 1000%.
I'm numb from the bottom of my neck, like the top of my tailbone. It's just. I think I'm
Well,
paralyzed.
it's actually like a futon.
Mine's like from my middle of my spine downwards.
I'm hurting.
I like folded it out or
Look at
whatever.
my shirt. My
Unfolded
shirt's so
it.
twisted.
You're also gonna stand up and be covered in dog hair. Oh my goodness.
I'm very upset by that, but that's okay.
I
like dogs.
unfolded it one time because it's also a bed, whatever, and I tried to sleep on it.
Mhm.
Didn't happen. I gave up after about 4 minutes, maybe. I was like, I'm out here. I don't even remember why I was laying on it. I think I was laying on it just because it was close to me. So I was like playing a game or something, and I was like, I just want to lay down.
Yeah.
I hated it so much.
We'll make some drastic improvements to this room for
I have
sure.
maybe sat on that couch 5 times.
Okay, well, it shows because I feel the non-care.
The dogs love it.
I bet they do.
The dogs love it.
I'm
It's
not
the
a-
floor.
This is a dog bed, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not.
Which is why it's covered in dog hair. They sleep.
You know,
in
I
this.
might actually get rid of the dog beds and leave that. That actually might not be a bad idea. Because them dog beds are disgusting.
Dude, Echo has had that dog bed for a long time.
Lolly has had that dog bed for about, how old is Lolly? 3, I think? Yeah, the whole time I've had Lolly, we've had that dog bed. And that pillow, disgusting.
I don't think this
those, but the pillow
know if
on
this
the,
one's
on the
much
couch
better.
bed.
Yeah, we got to redo this room though. Like, I feel like you started off well. Like, I like the rug.
This is actually new. The skateboard I just hung up a couple months back. The mirror's new. This has always been here.
Yeah, I don't know, but we're gonna make improvements. It's gonna get better. But we told you not to listen, so that's on you for listening, people.
Yeah.
The listeners. So, we warned you. But other than that, any parting thoughts?
I had a good time.
Yeah,
I'm
good time?
glad y'all had me. I'm glad I was able to be a part of this.
I like how you
ready
sound
for
like you're a
round two.
guest.
Yeah, no, he's our
sound
guest
like a
speaker.
Well, y'all already
Thanks
spoken
for-
about canceling me, so I don't know how long my time here is welcome. I'm just gonna have to like get somebody a pizza so I'm allowed in again.
Yeah.
In my own home.
A
Yeah.
pizza that doesn't have pineapple on it.
Yeah, or honey. But other tany that, any parting thoughts?
To any of our viewers, give me plenty of comments about as to why.
There you go. You're getting close to that button again.
As to
I don't
why
like
I
that.
should be
I've been
canceled.
watching it. I keep hitting mine with my. I'll turn
I
and
told
pop
you.
it.
I'm like putting my hand around it and I can feel it and I want to push it.
Okay, but don't.
But I'm not. I'd rather hit this. This is red.
Yeah, but okay. You can press that button. You're like a child and just I want to press a button.
I'm not gonna lie though, as far as thoughts though, the only thought that I have is every time I look down, I see Corey's foot pushing the carpet up.
Okay.
That does bother me. My ADD.
Oh
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 no!
no. It's recording. It's fine. I've been staring at that screen like nonstop too. So
I don't even know what the screen looks like.
It's
Is that a
okay.
gaming laptop?
it is. It's a main gear. Shout out main gear.
I don't know anything about main gear.
Main gear.
Main or main gear?
Main gear.
That's what I said the first time.
Yeah. Main gear.
There it
They're
goes.
I'm not pushing it.
No,
I'm literally just
I saw your
pushing my
thumb.
hand
Your
up.
thumb got close to it. I saw it.
Y'all are gonna be the death of me.
Anyways,
I hope so.
Thank you to all the listeners that have decided to listen to this whole episode. Appreciate it.
Shout out my boy Christopher Colombo.
And with that, I think that's it. I think we're good. Yeah.
Next time we'll be a little more organized and a little more cooler.
Yeah, hopefully his neck is fixed so that way I can actually sit
Oh
in
my
the chair by
God.
my stuff and not feel like,
Next time I'll be in a wheelchair. So
yeah,
I'm
that's it.
paralyzed.
Yeah.
911's on their way.
I hope he's gonna be charged. Like that little man on Spot.
Whatever. Thank you for listening, and y'all have a good one.
Good night.
It's not night. It's whenever they're listening.
Whatever. And we can keep that last one.
I was like, just hear us talking smack.